Hello everyone. On the 23rd of July, we've got a new moon at 0 degrees and 24 minutes of Leo. And with 6 planets in fire signs, this is sure to be a sign that you can burn up any kind of negative energy, anything that you want to burn and just dissolve. This is going to be a wonderful opportunity to do it at the time of this new moon. Now this new moon, the Sun and Moon and Mars are all together in Leo. That's very strong fire energy, outward energy, and they're square to Uranus. So especially Mars being square to Uranus can often can bring accidents or mishaps. But what I'm seeing is that largely it's due to impatience. It's due to a sense of urgency. Something's not happening quickly enough. Somebody's not moving fast enough. Or maybe you're rushing from one thing to another. Because I notice myself doing that an awful lot. It's like I'm never really right now where I am maybe washing the juicer, which I might think is something boring at the time. I'm on to the next thing and the next thing, and the mind is pushing you here and there and everywhere. And is it any wonder that we've got accidents happening? It happened to me the other day in the supermarket. I won't say I was rushing, but obviously I wasn't concentrating well enough because I was reaching up for a bottle of water, and then at the same time a big fizzy bottle of water right on the top just fell and boom, went everywhere, splashed everywhere. And I thought, well, that's a wake-up call for me, isn't it? And this new moon is a wake-up call for you to watch how you use your energy. So many of us were brought up with, hurry up, what are you doing now? Where are you going? And still now, as you go through life, it's like you've got a deadline, you've got to do this, must do that. That's this strong Mars square Uranus energy. So if you can become aware of the urge, if you become aware of the thought, oh, I must do this, and then all of a sudden you find yourself doing something, not consciously, that's when this new moon may give you an awakening. It can also be a wonderful awakening that you use to empower yourself to really live in that present moment. Because Leo is all about the heart energy. Opening up your heart, coming from your heart, coming with joy. I can't tell you how much joy I get now in preparing these videos, thinking about what I'm going to compose, in getting inspired, the paintings, what I'm going to share with you. Because I never know exactly what it's going to be. It's always a certain amount of spontaneity. So it's an opportunity really to get in touch with the joy of what it is that you do. I'm reminded of Eckhart Tolle. I don't know how many of you know him, but I like his teachings very much and his books. And when he wrote The Power of Now, he was saying that he did it really just, he never thought many people would read it. He thought, yeah, there might be a few people that would read it, but he did it with a sense of great joy. And I think if you can remember to bring joy into everything that you're doing, then you'll find that this new moon can be a wonderful, energizing time for you. I think too, it's an opportunity with the square to Uranus. You might rock the boat. Maybe you need to rock the boat. Are you walking on eggshells in a relationship? Are you being careful just because you want everybody to love you? Being a Libra with lots of Libran planets, I certainly am familiar with that one. But it's beginning to diminish, not entirely, because I'd still like you to love me. That's just an instinctive thing. But I won't contort myself anymore to try to get you to love me. I'm just going to be me, and that's what I am. You know, I might be a yellow sunflower And if you don't happen to like yellow sunflowers, well, okay, that's all right. Maybe you like purple roses instead. But that's okay with me. So, how are you dealing with anger? Because anger and frustration may well come up at the time of this new moon. So one way, and I find very good from time to time, don't do it very often, is I go to a garage sale or two or something like that, pick up some very cheap pottery, and then I just smash it. And I can't tell you what a lot of fun that is. Just that feeling of, bah, yeah, almost doing something you shouldn't be doing and just releasing the energy. Of course, there are many ways, different ways of doing it, and that's just one possibility. Creativity. Are you doing a job that you really hate? Are you doing something that you just think, oh, goodness. I mean, I must be honest, when I first started doing the videos, you know, in the very early days, if you look back to some of my early videos on YouTube, it was more of a drudgery for me, especially the 12 monthly ones, the ones I do every month for the different signs. But now it's like, what can I do differently? How can I be more creative at putting different things together? Yes, bringing the music and the art, and hopefully soon I'm dying to dance. Body's not quite ready for it yet. I'm still opening things up with the yoga yet. But, you know, there's a bubbling over of creativity inside you. But you can't do that, can't experience that so easily when you're constantly doing things that you really dislike doing. So maybe it's time to take a risk. A client's son recently quit his job and he just decided he was going to go in the markets and start a little food business. And he's super excited about it, and his mother's worrying about him. Are you going to be concerned about other people worrying about you? Or are you just going to follow your heart and follow that passion? Because when you do it, you then experience the joy. It's as simple as that. They go together. So, it's an opportunity really to tune into these eclipses that are coming up in August. So this one's at 0 degrees of Leo. The eclipse on the 21st of August is 28 degrees of Leo. So we get this whole long period of tuning into the Leo vibration. And Leo has everything to do with being aware of when you're closing your heart, when you're closing down, when you don't feel that sense of joy coming through, when you can't feel your emotions, when you go numb. Remember, the heart is the only organ that does not get cancer. So opening your heart, releasing the joy inside of you, doing something that brings you joy, even if it's just going for a walk in nature. Maybe it's just being peaceful somewhere. Maybe it's walking a dog, talking to a kitten. Whatever that is, start to take action now in this heart-opening energy. So that as we move towards the eclipses, there's the next one in Aquarius on August 7th, which I'll be talking about shortly. And then the one towards the end of August, again in Leo, again an opportunity for another burst of heart energy on our planet, another burst of connecting with new kinds of relationships, not relationships that come from, you know, have you got enough money, how are we going to do this, how are we going to do that, I need you for this, I need you for that, but no, relationships that come from a sense of independence of each person. And together we come together and we're stronger and we're more inspired. But we're not pulling one another down anymore. We're lifting one another up. And that's true as well of our online relationships. So I hope that you too feel a sense of upliftment when you hear my videos. It's time to do something new. I'm stepping out, going to be doing some new webinars about channeling with Summer Bacon, my wonderful, wonderful trance coach. So that's new for me. And I'm also thinking of doing, because I get so many inspirations of a day, of doing maybe a daily or every few days a little personal vlog about what's going on, and especially because I'm experiencing Pluto aspects at the moment, and I think many people are, and how I'm facing them and how I'm dealing with going deeper, and a sense of losing things and the fears connected with that, and seeing that by going deeper and releasing, I'm getting to the calmest place I've ever been, which even amounts to sitting in a lotus position and doing a video. So here are your paintings. 2, of course, from the heart for this new moon. That's your first one. And then another one was itching to come through. So here's the next one. Hope you enjoy them. And I've also written a piece of music for this full moon, which I'm now going to share with you. And here's the composition that I've written for this new moon in Leo. And it starts out with you excited about an idea, something you've got that you're really passionate about. And then all of a sudden somebody says something, "Oh, are you sure?" And it kind of turns into a drama. Is that really true? Or maybe there's a glimpse of light. And you're free again. You come back in your original state with your original idea, saying, "I'm going."